कोभिड-19 को महामारीले गर्दा पठन पाठनमा भएको असहज परिस्थितिमा पनि रीड नेपाल र कालिका मानवज्ञान मावि बुटवलद्वारा उत्पादित यो कार्यक्रम ग्रीन तारा नेपाल, फेडो नेपाल र रीड नेपालबाट संयुक्त रूपमा सञ्चालित स्ट्रङ गर्ल्स प्रोजेक्टको एक अंश हो। यस करोडा जर्मनी तथा जर्मन सरकार BMZ को आर्थिक सहयोग रहेको छ। स्टे होम, स्टे सेफ।
Namaste to everyone. My name is Srijana Paudel, as a social teacher from Kalika Secondary School. I'm here to facilitate you all the students of class 7. And student, you might have remembered about the previous chapter, previous lesson that we discussed, and I hope you all the students are ready with me in teaching learning activities. Before entering to our today's topic, I would like to remind you all the students about the previous chapter that we discussed in previous class. What we discussed, do you remember everyone? Of course, we discussed about the development activities of the district. You might have remembered, please try to remember, and also I think you might have also complete your home assignment. Okay, that I have given to you all the students. What we discussed in our previous class? We discussed about the development activities of the district, and also we discussed what exactly development means, and then we discussed the particular district which is Okhaldhunga district as described by Fulkumari. We discussed varieties of development activities that are taken place in the district of Fulkumari, okay, as she live in that district. As her opinion, according to her opinion, we discuss about different development activities of Okhaldhunga district. And within with relating that chapter, today we are going to discuss about development or about the role of transportation. We are going to discuss about transportation. हामी प्रिभियस च्याप्टरमै रिलेट रहेर प्लिज भाइ बहिनीहरू कृपया हजुरहरू कन्फ्युज नहुनु होला। हाम्रो कुनै ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन एउटा छुट्टै च्याप्टर छैन हैन, तिमीहरूको बुकमा हजुरहरूले हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ, हजुरहरूको बुकमा ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन कम्युनिकेसन भनेर छुट्टै च्याप्टर छैन भनेर हजुरहरू कन्फ्युज हुन सक्नुहुन्छ। कृपया कति पनि कन्फ्युज नहुनु होला। म त्यही लेसन 6 मै रिलेट रहेर हजुरहरूलाई के को बारेमा डिस्कस गर्न आज गइरहेका छौं त भन्दा transportation. Okay, how transportation play an important role for development. Previously we discussed what we discussed development. First of all, student, please you should know what exactly development means. Development, as I already told you in previous class, it is positive change. Development भनेको के हो त? पोजिटिभ चेन्ज हो है, पोजिटिभ चेन्ज हो। अनि त्यसपछि हामीले प्रिभियस क्लासमा पनि के पढेका थियौं त? फुलकुमारीको गाउँमा जिल्लामा के कस्ता परिवर्तनहरू आएका थिए त हैन? पहिला के कस्ता समस्याहरू उनीहरूले भोग्नु परेको थियो? यु नो द डिफिकल्टीज आर बीइङ रिप्लेस्ड बाइ फ्यासिलिटीज. हाउ difficulties of people, those who are living in Okhaldhunga district, their difficulties are being replaced by facilities that we discussed in previous chapter. And by relating with that chapter, we are going to discuss about more especially about what? Transportation today. Transportation, which is the main prerequisite of development or infrastructure of development. You know what, student? After knowing the meaning of development, as we already discussed in our previous class, development means what? Improvements in social and economic condition of a nation and as well as human being. And then what are the different other factors, okay, that is necessary in development? विकास हुनको लागि अथवा कुनै पनि सकारात्मक चेन्ज ल्याउनको लागि के कस्ता पूर्व आधारहरू हुन्छन् त? Okay, such factors, okay, those elements which are necessary for development, which is called infrastructure of development. And infrastructure of development, विकासका पूर्व आधारहरू कुनै मानिसको जीवनमा अनि राष्ट्रमै सकारात्मक चेन्ज ल्याउनको लागि, सकारात्मक परिवर्तन ल्याउनको लागि के कस्ता त्यस्ता आधारहरू हुन्छन् त, पूर्व आधारहरू हुन्छन् त? फर इक्जाम्पल, देयर आर मेनी infrastructures of development. There are many factors that play important role to bring a change in society, to bring change in a nation. Likewise, health, education, and then after communication, transportation, capital. There are many infrastructure of development that helps to bring change in a society, that helps to bring change in a nation, which improves the social economic condition of a nation. Okay, within this chapter, let's talk about transportation. Transportation कसरी infrastructure of development, कसरी विकासको पूर्व आधार भयो त है? After learning this chapter or this lesson, students, at the end of the lesson, you will able to express about the ideas, express about the ideas of transportation, and its importance. Its importance for development of a nation or of a country. And then after, you will also able to explore the transportation situation and development भाइ बहिनीहरूले यो लेसन कम्प्लिट गरिसकेपछि के कुरामा एबल हुनुहुन्छ त भन्दा यु विल एबल टु एक्सप्रेस अबाउट द आइडियाज अफ ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन okay and its importance for development of a countries. Students, you will able to introduce transportation at first and then the importance of transportation for development of a nation, and then after explore the transportation situation and development in a nation. न यातायातको ट्रान्सपोर्टेसनको विकासको अवस्था कस्तो छ त, कस्ता कस्ता प्रकारका यातायातको हाम्रो देशमा विकास भएको छ हैन, अनि यसको अवस्था कस्तो छ यसको बारेमा चाहिँ हामीले जानकारी लिनेछौँ हैन। अन्त्यमा एट द एन्ड अफ द लेसन यु विल एबल टु एक्सप्रेस आइडियाज or express about the ideas of transportation and its importance for development of a country and explore the transportation situation and development in a or in nation. First of all, let's go through the introduction of transportation. भाइ बहिनीहरु, अब हामी introduction बाट जाउँ है त। Introduction and importance of transportation. First of all, we should know the introduction of transportation. Transportation means the movement of goods, okay, movements of goods, people from one place to another place is called transportation. एक ठाउँबाट अर्को ठाउँमा सामान अथवा मानिस अनि कुनै पनि सामान ओसार पोसार गर्नुलाई के भनिन्छ त? ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन भनिन्छ। Okay, transportation means movement of goods, people, information, movements of goods, people, information and services from one place to another place is called transportation. Transportation means movement of goods, people, information and services from one place to another place is called transportation. Transportation, it is one of the most important infrastructure of development. It is one more essential for development to bring change in social economic condition of a nation, and as well as it also help us to add quality of life. Okay, मानव जीवनलाई गुणस्तरीय बनाउनको लागि पनि ट्रान्सपोर्टेसनले महत्त्वपूर्ण भूमिका खेलेको हुन्छ. You know what, student, without transportation, okay, we could not imagine other different development activities in a nation, in a society. Okay, we could not imagine even what other development process, other development activities of a nation. So transportation, which is one of the most important infrastructure of development, and we could not even imagine or fulfill other infrastructure of development like health, education, etc. You know, health, education, those are also other infrastructure of development. Without transportation, we could not even fulfill other infrastructure of development, for example school, health, okay, to get education, health facilities, we need to what, construct building, okay, school, and to build such schools, and then for the construction of hospitals we need different materials, okay. To provide such materials, it is only possible with the help of transportation, okay. If transportation is available, then only after we can develop school, hospitals, etc. So it is one of the most important infrastructure of development, and we are getting many more facilities from transportation. Even students, are you getting my points? Even people are getting different employment opportunities, okay, just with the help of transportation, like as a driver, okay, and then after ship captain, driver, captain, people are getting different employment opportunities. They are fulfilling their requirements, their desire by involving themselves in different work. Transportation which provide employment opportunities to the people. Okay, you can look at slide, student. Yeah, at the end of the lesson I already told you, express the ideas about the introduction, okay, and then importance of transportation. Let's talk about meaning and importance of transportation. What exactly transportation means and its importance. Let's talk about the importance of transportation. Transportation is a process of carrying, okay, or movement of people or goods from one place to another. के हो त भाइ बहिनीहरु? Transportation means movement of people, as I already told you, movement of people, goods, services, information from one place to another place is called transportation. It is the process in which either animal, manual or mechanical force is used, and some important means used for transportation include vehicle, aircrafts, ships, animals and human beings. These are some of the means of transportation. यातायातका के हुन् त साधनहरु हुन्। भाइ बहिनीहरुले आफ्नो समाजमा हैन आफ्नो घर वरिपरि नै विभिन्न means of transportation हरु देख्नु भएको छ हैन। With the help of such means of transportation you are getting different facilities. Even with the help of transportation, transportation there is the supply of medicines, textbook, okay, and different other necessary requirements, okay, for daily use. थाहा छ नि भाइ बहिनीहरुलाई हामीले सधैं दिनदिनै प्रयोग गर्ने विभिन्न सामानहरु, हजुरहरुकै टेक्स्ट बुक पनि हैन छापाखानाबाट आउनको लागि के को आवश्यकता पर्छ त? यातायातको आवश्यकता पर्छ, ट्रान्सपोर्टेसनको आवश्यकता पर्छ, okay. Even transportation, it supply different like medicines, okay, medicines, and then after other requirements for daily use. And transportation makes human lives easier. Of course, it makes our life so easier, faster and comfortable. यातायातको साधनले हाम्रो जीवनलाई के बनाएको छ त? कस्तो सजिलो, comfortable बनाएको छ। हजुरहरुले आफ्नो ग्रान्ड प्यारेन्ट्सलाई पनि सोध्न सक्नुहुन्छ हैन, आफ्नो सिटीकै बारेमा, बुटोलकै र विभिन्न ठाउँकै बारेमा सोध्न सक्नुहुन्छ बिफोर 5 years, बिफोर 10 years, ओके। के कस्ता चेन्जेसहरु देख्न सक्नुहुन्छ हैन। पहिला लामो दूरी समयसम्म पनि के गर्नु पर्थ्यो? ड्यू टु ल्याक अफ ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन वी नीड टु walk for a long distance, हैन, लामो यात्रा गर्नु पर्थ्यो, हिँड्नु पर्थ्यो, which is very boring, monotonous, okay, very uncomfortable. And then it is one of the most important or more essential prerequisites of development, okay. The infrastructure of development or prerequisite or infrastructure of development. विकासमा चेन्ज विकासको लागि महत्त्वपूर्ण के हो त? यो एउटा पूर्व आधार हो। ट्रान्सपोर्टेसनको विकासबाट मात्रै विभिन्न त्यसको more especially, okay, with the help or with the development of transportation, we can bring varieties of change in a nation and as well as in our life. So in the absence of transportation, human life will be very slow, boring and difficult. Imagine गर्नु त, without transportation how could we complete our daily work, हैन? हजुरहरु आफै भन्न सक्नुहुन्छ कसरी स्कुल जानुहुन्छ, हैन, विदाउट ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन। अनि हामीहरु नै कसरी कति गाह्रो हुन्थ्यो होला स्कुल जानको लागि, विभिन्न किसिमका आफ्ना डेली रिक्वायरमेन्ट्सहरु पूरा गर्नको लागि। वी कुड नट इभन इमेजिन आवर लाइफ विदाउट ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन नाउ, and human life will be very slow, boring and difficult. Hence people have invented several modes and means of transportation. त्यसैले यस्ता विभिन्न modes, okay, modes means types of transportation and means of transportation का साधनहरु, okay, such modes of transportation are supported by different means of transportation. Later I will talk you about the modes and means of transportation, and the modern modes and means have made human lives easier, faster and more comfortable. These are some of the you can look at pictures of different means of transportation. हजुरहरुले हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ विभिन्न यातायातका साधनहरु, look at different means of transportation, आफैले एनालाइज गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ, हैन? There are mainly different modes of transportation developed in our country, like roadway, airway, waterway, ropeway, tunnelway. There are varieties of modes of transportation. ती मध्ये केही पिक्चर्सहरु हेर्नुस्। Okay. Let's talk about modes and means of transportation. Look at on whiteboard everyone. Modes and means of transportation. भाइ बहिनीहरुलाई अवगत भइसक्यो होला what exactly transportation means and how transportation how it is important in our daily life, okay, for the economic development of a nation. It is very important. Let's talk about the modes and means of transportation. Modes means types of transportation and means those modes of transportation supported by the means of transportation. Like for example, modes of transportation, roadway transportation, okay. Such these modes of transportation supported by what types of means of transportation, like bus, car, okay, etc. And there are mainly if we talk about the country, our country Nepal, mainly there is the development of roadway and airway transportation more especially, okay. There are in modern age there are mainly different types of transportation, like one, roadway, secondly airway, ropeway, after waterway. These are some of the modes of transportation. Let's have a look on slide, everyone. Let's talk about the modes and means of transportation. Look at slide, everyone. Okay. हजुरहरुलाई मैले भनिसके, modes means the types of transportation. Okay, types of transportation and means of transportation. Such types of transportation supported by different means of transportation. हेर्नुस् त भाइ बहिनीहरु एक पटक. Let's talk about modes and means of transportation. There are mainly two types of transportation, like traditional and modern. There are various modes of transportation. Various modes of transportation in modern time, like roadway, waterway, airway, railway, ropeway and tunnel way are the major modes of transportation. यिनीहरु के हुन् त major modes of transportation, and these modes are supported with a number of means of transportation. Some means of transportation are traditional, while some of the transportations are very advanced. Kunai transportationहरु के छन् त, more especially they are also they are traditional, and some of other are very advanced. कुनै चाहिँ traditional type का छन् भने कुनै चाहिँ के छ त science and technology को विकासको कारणले गर्दा more advanced पनि छन्. And some example of traditional means are like boats, horse, elephants, ponies, yaks, sheep, okay, tangas, rickshaws, cart, etc. These are also known as slow means of transportation. Just like slowly बिस्तारै चल्ने खालको है, in comparison to modern transportation. Such traditional transportation means of transportation are also known as slow transportation, and more especially such transportation even now still use in rural areas of our country. हाम्रो देशको गाउँहरुमा है, स्पेशली रुरल एरियाजहरुमा पनि यस्ता means of transportation हरु अझै पनि युज भइरहेका छन्. And then after, the modern means of transportation are fast and luxurious. As I told you, the traditional means of transportation which are slow, okay, it is those are slow, and the modern advanced means of transportation are fast and luxurious, and these are machine based and cooperated by riders, drivers, pilot, captain, etc., and run using fuel, electric and solar power. And some example of modern means of transportation are bicycle, motorcycle, motor vehicles, trains, aeroplane, rocket ship, etc. बुझ्नु भयो त? Some of the means of transportation like traditional and then more advanced. And such traditional means of transportation are slow, and the advanced and modern means of transportation are fast and quickest. Okay, this is all about modes and means of transportation. Let's talk about transportation, importance of transportation for development. विकासको लागि ट्रान्सपोर्टेसनले कस्तो भूमिका खेलेको हुन्छ त है? The role of transportation for development. Look it on whiteboard, everyone. Importance of transportation for development. For development. इम्पोर्टेन्स अफ ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन फर डेभलपमेन्ट विकासको लागि ट्रान्सपोर्टेसनको कस्तो भूमिका रहेको हुन्छ त कस्तो रोल खेलेको हुन्छ यसले हैन लेट्स टक अबाउट द इम्पोर्टेन्स अफ ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन फर डेभलपमेन्ट यु नो ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन विच इन्हान्स टु establish different industries and provide employment opportunities. Okay, these are some of the you can also look at on slide everyone. Through slide also you can note down the importance of transportation for development. Importance of transportation for development or transportation for development. Okay, transportation, I will tell you later. We will discuss about transportation in Nepal. Let's first talk about importance of transportation for development. Look at here everyone on whiteboard. Transportation for look at on whiteboard everyone at first. Transportation for utilizing natural resources. And transportation for employment. Okay, transportation for employment and transportation for economic development okay these are some of the importance of transportation for development. Transportation for utilizing natural resources, transportation which also helps to utilize such available means and natural resources of our country. You know, the development of a nation which is more important only after utilizing such means and natural resources. हाम्रो देशमा अथवा आफ्नो ठाउँमा रहेका प्राकृतिक स्रोत र साधनहरूको proper use भयो भने मात्रै के हुन्छ त हामीले विकास गर्न सक्छौं त्यसमा चेन्जेसहरु ल्याउन सक्छौं त्यस्तै ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन फर युटिलाइजिङ नेचुरल रिसोर्सेस ट्रान्सपोर्टले पनि के गरेको हुन्छ त नेचुरल रिसोर्सेसहरुलाई युटिलाइज गर्नको लागि महत्त्वपूर्ण भूमिका खेलेको हुन्छ त्यसैगरी ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन फर एम्प्लॉयमेन्ट एज आई अलरेडी मेन्सन यु ट्रान्सपोर्टेसन व्हिच प्ले इम्पोर्टेन्ट रोल फर प्रोवाइडिङ डाइरेक्ट एन्ड इनडाइरेक्ट एम्प्लॉयमेन्ट अपर्चुनिटी टु द पीपल which ultimately lead them to what aid quality of their life. उनीहरुको जीवनलाई गुणस्तरीय बनाउनको लागि जीवनमा पनि परिवर्तन आउनु पर्यो नि त हैन डेभलप भनेको के हो नेशनको मात्रै चेन्ज आउने हो त इम्प्रुभ नट ओन्ली इम्प्रुभमेन्ट्स इन द इकोनोमिक एन्ड सोशल कन्डिसन अफ अ नेशन बट also change in every individual's lives of the change in every individual's life. So transportation for employment as a driver, ship captain and a conductor बुझ्नुभयो as a driver, conductor and ship captain it's सबै pilot okay they are getting direct employment opportunity with the help of transportation. And then after transportation for economic development देशको आर्थिक विकासको लागि पनि ट्रान्सपोर्टेसनले महत्त्वपूर्ण भूमिका खेलेको हुन्छ. Another one I would like to mention here transportation for establishing industries. Transportation for economic development. It also help or enhance to do international, national and international trade. It also what develop social relationship. You know, by moving from one place to another place, we can express our ideas, our views to each other, which helps to develop social relationship. And then after transportation for establishing industries. ट्रान्सपोर्टेसनले के गर्छ त विभिन्न उद्योग धन्दाहरूलाई एस्टाब्लिश गर्नको लागि पनि महत्त्वपूर्ण भूमिका खेलेको हुन्छ। उद्योगमा आफै यतिकै एस्टाब्लिश गरेर हुन्छ त हुँदैन नि, त्यसलाई चाहिने र मेटेरियल्सहरू हैन, त्यसलाई चाहिने विभिन्न सामानहरू र त्यहाँ उत्पादन भइसकेपछि फेरि बजारमा लैजानको लागि के गर्नुपर्छ त, वी नीड सच भेहिकल्स, ओके, लाइक अ ट्र्याक्टर, ट्रक, हैन, डिफरेंट means of transportation to start. It play important role for establishing industries. Okay, let's talk about these all about what the importance of transportation for development. Now let's talk about the transportation situation in our country. Students, please look at on slide situation. Transportation in Nepal. Transportation in Nepal is not well developed due to poor economy and difficult topography. Transport in Nepal is gradually developing due to difficult topographical condition. Okay, as we know that our country is mountainous country. हाम्रो देश एउटा के त भौगोलिक बनावटले फरक भएको राष्ट्र भएको कारणले यहाँ ट्रान्सपोर्ट को खासै राम्रो विकास हुन सकेको छैन है, इन कम्प्यारिजन टु अदर डेभलप कन्ट्री। बट तर कम्पेयर गर्ने भने पहिलाको समय भन्दा अहिले के छ त, ट्रान्सपोर्टमा पनि ग्रेजुअली डेभलप हुँदै आइरहेको छ। एन्ड 2/3 of the topography of our country is composed of hills and mountains, so the construction of road is difficult and expensive. Since Nepal is landlocked country, it has no direct access to any sea or ocean. As we already know, our country which is inland country. Inland country means the country which is surrounded by land from all four sides, or landlocked country. It has no access to sea level. So due to this reason, okay, due to this reason, यी कारणहरुले गर्दा the development of transport network is very important in our country. So the poor transport facilities have been the main reason for the lack of development in our country. In spite of all the difficulties, some efforts have been made to improve the transport system in Nepal. यी विभिन्न समस्याहरू हुँदा हुँदै पनि के छ त, समस्याहरूलाई समाधान गर्दै हाम्रो देश नेपालमा पनि के भइरहेको छ त, यस्ता विभिन्न it has been, or there have been some efforts have been made to improve the transport system in Nepal. Transport system in Nepal. Okay, now look at next slide. Okay, let's talk about the status of the modes of transportation in Nepal. मैले अघि नै भाइ बहिनीलाई भनिसके, मैले के भनेको छु त, there are different types of transportation, like modes of transportation, like roadway, waterway, okay, tunnel way, rope way, railway. These are some of the modes of transportation. अब हामीले के गर्छौं त, आजको क्लासमा roadway मात्रै पढ्छौं है, किनकि we don't have enough time. Okay, in next class we will continue this chapter. Do you understand, everyone? Let's talk about roadway. Roadway, it play very important role in the development of our country in the recent year, and there is a considerable progress in road network. All the district headquarters are linked with road services. प्रत्येक district headquarters हैन, जिल्लाहरू लिंक भएका छन्, रोडबाट लिंक भएका छन्. However, the condition of the road is not very good because of poor construction and lack of timely and proper maintenance of it. But Okay, but in our country, in our Nepal, especially roadway, which play important role for the development of our nation. It has played important role, okay, for development of our nation. There are mainly how many types of road? You can look at another slide. Today we are going to only discuss about roadways. Okay, there are mainly 3 types of road. Okay, like one is black. Another slide, please. Now, these are some of the highways. Okay, later I will tell you the types of roads like blacktop roads, gravel roads, and then after earthen roads. Later I will discuss. First of all, सबैले जनाले हेर्नुस् त स्लाइडमा केही इम्पोर्टेन्ट हाइवेजहरु छन् है, रोड्सहरु छन्. These are some of the important highways of our country. Some of important, not all, some of. And East West Highway, Mahendra Highway from Mechi to Mahakali. You can look at the kilometer yourself, student. And Oraniko Highway from Kathmandu to Kodari. Tribhuvan Highway from Kathmandu to Rakshol. Siddhartha Highway from Sunauli to Pokhara. Prithvi Highway from Nobise to Pokhara. Karnali Highway from Surkhet to Jumla. And Kosi Highway from Rani to Hile. These are some of the important highways of our country. Okay, student, please look at here, everyone. This is all about the important highways of our country. Okay, we cannot able to complete our chapter within one class. Okay, in next class we will discuss about different other modes of transportation, like airway transportation, okay, the situation of airway transportation in our country, and the waterway transportation, and the railway transportation, tunnelway transportation. We will discuss in next class. Student, okay, you might have remember. Student, please, I would like to summarize what we discussed today. First of all, what we discussed? Development. I told you about development, then after infrastructure of development, and within that infrastructure of development, we discussed about transportation, the importance of transportation, introduction of transportation, and the modes and means of transportation, and then in the transportation for development. And then after, there are among different modes of transportation, we discuss about roadway transportation, and also I mentioned some of the important highways of our country. Okay, I am going to provide you one home assignment. Please note down, everyone. I am going to write on whiteboard. Draw an outline map of Nepal and mention some important highways. Not all, some. This is your home assignment, student. Please try to draw an outline map of Nepal and then mention some of important highways of our country. Okay, we will continue our course in next class. Okay, thank you.